A spot in the Super Bowl on the line. Everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the Panthers going up against the Seahawks. So let's get you up to CenturyLink Field in Seattle. On the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
Startulele is a former first-round pick who's starting to round into form, becoming one of the better run stoppers in the league.
Coleman now. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Coleman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest, because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tevin Coleman, 43 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workouts. Now he's putting his running ability to good use in the NFL.
Give him 22 on that one. And the Panthers are going to get a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Sliding out of the pocket. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the number 1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Robert Alford is another corner who has a lot of versatility. He can go out and cover the tallest wide receivers and work inside against the shifty slot receivers.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on third down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number 1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have kept it on the ground.
Coleman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimum gain.
Out to the right here to Wilson. A very solid gain of 27.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They go play action here on first down. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. Give him 27 yards that time. And it's good enough for a Seattle first.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This is Coleman. And a cutback, right sideline. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoe.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about it.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A sizable gain there of 9 yards, but it's still 3rd and long.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
All right, here we go. All right, now, look at this.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. On 4th down, the Panthers hand things over to the veteran Andy Lee to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
While there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that brings up 4th down. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
This is fielded at the goal line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Tackle made by K1 Short.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. This is taken at the 10. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. Not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something up. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bruce Irvin in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Offense
Comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st down, Wilson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Wilson surveying the field. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. 3rd and long. It's Wilson going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And 4th down coming up. Here's John Ryan now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And onto the field here come the Panthers. In not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, nice move. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll look to throw here.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a 1st down. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So we've reached halftime. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. 3rd quarter now. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
So many times during the course of a game, Brandon, the special teams actually helps out their offense. Not in this case. They did them zero favors with that return.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. And how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. 3rd down here.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Now it's Lockett. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Wilson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And on the ground they go with a running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. And they'll go on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Offense needs 11, have to think pass here on 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offensive coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
No, check, Patriot,
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Ten yards to go on third. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll come on for his fifth kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
He's going to look deep down the field. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
9 yards to go. It's third down. And the wideout in motion. From the gun on third down, Wilson. He's got time. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down. Here's John Ryan now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Call that a 48-yard punt, and made even better by a loss on the return. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. And And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
3rd down and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw here on first down. Deep drop. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. To throw now on first down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Buying time to his left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Another run, but this time it's Rawls. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw. That's caught at the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 52 yards. And quickly they get to the line. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a Seahawk through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding time. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down.
That's gone. Green, 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Rawls. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They go again with Rawls. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard gets him back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacey. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Lutz puts this one through. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell one step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better offseason conditioning, great OTAs and minicamp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say, unfinished business. They want to get back there and next time win it.